In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Kareem Talks. I know it has been a minute since you have seen this face, unless, of course, you're subscribed to my Twitch. By the way, you should totally subscribe to my Twitch, K the Creator. Same as my YouTube, K the Creator. But we're not here for me, okay? We are here to actually have what was the last episode that I did? It was covering a Black business. I wanted to do a more chill episode today. As you can see, the title of our episode is Pop Culture Convos. And to have this conversation, I had to invite a fellow pop culture fiend. So bringing to the show his first ever solo episode with myself, officially. Give it up for my man, all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, home of Randy Orton. Give it up for Trebor X Laws. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. I'm joining right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There we go. We can see you now.
Yes, sir. Good to be on. Thank you for having me. Fine, sir. How you feeling?
Fine, by God's grace and mercy. Okay.
Yes,
It's been a long day. I had a really chill day today. Just finished watching Cruella.
That's good.
Very good movie, actually.
Oh, okay.
Very good movie.
That's the Disney movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
like pre 101 Dalmatians was actually really good.
Oh.
Okay. And this plays into our pop culture combos
right.
conversation. By the way,
Yes,
if there's anyone watching on YouTube, please feel free to leave your questions for either one of us, in particular our guest. And I will get to them and I will ask our guest, or I will answer them myself. Hold on just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Just sending this out to everyone before we continue. Why don't we get started on, because I know you're one of the biggest wrestling fans in the world. Why don't you start us off with what you feel the state of the wrestling business is right now?
The state of the wrestling business right now, overall, is kind of the balance on the scale is in between. Like it's like right there in the middle when it comes to overall. Now, if we're talking about individual companies, mainly the ones that are being focused on today, the two big ones, really, WWE and you have AEW, of course.
That's
when it comes to
WWE wrestling,
yes, sir. And when it comes to WWE today, it's all about entertainment. There's very little of the importance of wrestling anymore. It's more about entertainment, and a lot of superstars, I guess they can take the super out of it by today's standard, because they aren't really making too many superstars. But that's due to everything being corporate now. The main focus isn't pro wrestling and entertainment. It's mainly entertainment when it comes to these corporate companies and pleasing your sponsors and also the executives behind the scene. But when it comes to AEW, I think that things are going pretty well. I mean, it's a brand new company.
It's fresh.
It
is very fresh.
Every night isn't going to be a 10. You're going to have off nights and off days, but when it comes to how things are being controlled, at least from a fan's perspective, it looks like things are going well. And the well, not superstars. The wrestlers have a lot of input and control over what they do.
Have a lot of creative control. They do. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But at the end of the day, their CEO Tony Khan has the last say. But it looks like he allows the wrestlers to have some form of freedom because when they go out there and perform, the audience is great, and the wrestler's moral is pretty high. So
yes,
that's what I would say.
So who would you say you're leaning more towards nowadays? I know you're big on pro wrestling.
Yes,
and that's kind of why I've leaned towards NXT so much, because even though there is still sports entertainment, you still have that pro wrestling aspect as well. But who are you leaning towards more so, AEW or WWE? Yeah, who are you leaning towards more?
Today and this year and this hour, I'm leaning very more towards AEW. I mean, hands down for me personally. I really enjoyed the NXT pay-per-view that you so gladly streamed.
Yes,
like,
not publicly
really
streamed it. Before
right.
You all decide kick me off of YouTube and everything. This was a private viewing for me and my friends only.
Right.
I did not live stream publicly. I want to make that clear.
No strikes. Keep the strikes away.
Yes.
But yes, definitely. I enjoyed the NXT pay-per-view. SummerSlam was an absolute dud because I looked it up in Las Vegas. A lot of people weren't fans of the show to begin with.
They were not.
So
it was just like Rolling Loud all over again.
Yeah, exactly. But AEW for me is my go-to now. Like you mentioned, all they need is a streaming service, but it looks like they have a contract with Bleacher Report, and that's going to be probably for a minute. Who knows? But if they have something where they can stream pay-per-views and compete financially for $9.99 a month, I think that would be great. But AEW for me personally is on the one, and it's definitely hype.
And this is not due to them acquiring a certain Chicago wrestler.
Right.
To I mean, shout out to them though. I hoped and prayed, but I didn't believe that CM Punk would be wrestling again. And here he is.
Right.
In AEW, all places.
Right. But I'm just going maybe 50 seconds, but in the interview with him and Tony Khan, he said they've been speaking for over a year.
Yep.
Even before, but he said he's not easy. I'm not easy to get in bed with. Like, we just been talking. So I'm glad that was done behind the scenes, but it was pretty much confirmed for me. Like, all this hype, you had a wrestler by the name of Darby Allin, who was basically saying promos about who's the best in the world. So if they were going to do that and then let it be a complete dud, that would have been a terrible business move.
Oh yeah, that would have bit them in the. I said, my wife says she loves the sweater. She needs to know the company who made that.
It's what's his brother's name? Conscious Branded Clothing Company. He's on Instagram, by the way. I think it's Conscious Branding.
I think I know.
Type it in.
I think I know who you're talking about. Let me have that typed in.
The brother's name escapes me, but yeah.
But back to the topic. Punk is definitely not. I would not say the easiest person to deal with in in the wrestling business. But I had a feeling he would come back when I started seeing him do interviews and participating on WWE on Fox with John Moxley's wife, Renee. Right. Shout out to her because she kind of got him into she got the wrestling bug on him now. And this is not to say he doesn't like some of the wrestlers in WWE. It's just that WWE itself, they wouldn't have melded. If he would have came back to the E, he probably would have got jobbed out. He
Right,
probably would have got jobbed out.
When it comes to that, I have respect for Punk and the fact that he didn't go back. He may go back one day, maybe for a Hall of Fame speech or whatever, but when it comes to getting messed over, when it comes to Bret Hart or when Stone Cold had his walkout period and came back, even Samoa Joe got released, but they quickly rehired him.
No, Triple H was like, no, we can't afford
definitely.
that.
But I definitely respect that because CM Punk, he explained it wasn't just because of the wrestling, it was health and mental issues and being completely messed over time and time again. So if you go through that, something like that in your life, that'll completely cut off your love for anything. It's like a job. I'm not doing this for the passion anymore. So, I mean, that's that.
Facts. All right. Let's leave more towards the wrestling for a little bit, because we had a whole other episode dedicated to wrestling a couple months back.
Right.
We don't want to talk too much about that. Let's go into your favorite genre of movies, horror. Every time I followed you, you've always posted something from horror movies. How'd you get into liking that genre specifically?
I believe I got into liking the horror. I think I was very young. What was my father, he used to have horror movies on tape. And this goes to the
VHS.
The VHS tapes, the millennials back in the day. Like if you wanted to watch a rerun of like a movie or something on TV, you had to get a blank tape from like maybe Family Dollar or whatever, and you actually had to tape it on HBO if it was on Cartoon Network or anything like that, etc. But my dad had a very long time ago, even before I was born, he had the remake of Night of the Living Dead, the one from 1990 with Tony Todd in it, on a tape. He had Night of the Living Dead, and then it was a P-Funk concert, and then it was a Arsenio Hall episode with Criss Cross on it. So Night of the Living Dead was the kickoff for me. But I was even though I was terrified, getting nightmares, I don't know, it was kind of like a bad addiction. Like I need more.
You like being scared. I'm glad you mentioned Tony Todd.
Yes, sir.
We all know the new Candyman movie is out. You plan on seeing it?
I've seen a copy. I've seen a copy of it that wasn't good. That I couldn't see. You can't, like, when you see the copy of the one that I had on my phone. I was watching it this morning with my wife, but the visually I couldn't really see anything. Everybody looked dark skinned, like how they make fun of black people, and all you see is eyes and teeth. Like that's literally all. That's literally all I saw. But the movie, I'm gonna have to watch it when it comes out on streaming to really give a full opinion of it, because the movie
it's not available on streaming right now, only in theaters. Hold up.
No, sir, only in theaters right now.
No way.
I don't know what's going on, but
hold on just a minute. Hey Siri, is Candyman available on streaming platforms?
Needs to be. Look at it.
Okay.
She's stuck.
I found this on the web for Is Candyman available on streaming platforms? Check it out.
She can never answer the question directly. You still got to put in some type of work. Some type of work.
But it's short. It's short. The movie is very short. It's only like an hour and 25 minutes, but it's good it's good. The third act, there's a part that everybody's talking about they don't like. I didn't like it either, but the ending, good ending. But visually, I'm gonna have to see it again to get the full experience of it.
So yeah, it's only in theaters right now, which is bummy. I'm not trying to go to no theaters. I ain't trying to catch COVID for a movie. Right. It ain't worth it.
I know.
By the way, I need to get your honest thoughts, because I personally like these. I know HBO Max. I'm glad we're on the streaming subject. In terms of all of HBO Max's releases, I'm gonna say hit or miss, and I want to get your thoughts. First movie that I saw on HBO Max, Judas and the Black Messiah. I'm only doing all this year. Hit or miss?
Okay. It was a hit, but personally,
personally, we already know our feelings
right,
is
yeah.
gonna be like, ugh.
Right.
But
yeah, it's a hit. That's a hit, definitely.
Definitely. Shout out to Lakeith and
Yes,
what's his name? What's other brother's name? What's his name?
Oh man.
He played
he
Huey Newton. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, he was in Get Out.
He was in Get
That's
Out.
a
He
shame.
was also in Black Panther.
Right.
Why did I forget his name? Damn.
Man.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2021.
Miss.
My man. I tried watching that with my wife, and she just could not get into it. Everything was just so disjointed, and I was like, you had the whole thing laid out already. All you had to do was follow through, and then you decide to make up your own little thing. You didn't even have a tournament. Spoiler warning.
No, I'm like, what? Man, that movie is trash.
You jobbed out some of your best characters for this nobody.
That was an embarrassment to begin with. The best part of it was the beginning when Scorpion and Sub-Zero human form fighting each other.
Exactly.
Now, I like that.
Yeah. Exactly. After the first 7 minutes, so just the best part of the movie, the rest of it just falls on deaf ears. It's crap.
It really.
It was Daniel Kaluuya from Judas and the
Yes, that's his name.
Thank you. Yeah. Danny boy.
Right.
He did his thing. So Mortal Kombat is definitely a miss. Apparently, it did financially well enough to get a sequel. I'm going in with low expectations.
I won't be watching
around. Straight to DVD.
Right.
Space Jam 2.
I wouldn't want to. Me personally, I wouldn't probably. Well,
it was kind of a hit to me. It was kind of a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just say hit for the sake of it. I didn't hate it, but I'll say hit. That's fine.
Yeah. I would say it wasn't something to go in with nostalgia glasses with, and I didn't expect I didn't expect LeBron James to be the Academy winning actor.
Right.
He was himself in this, and he acted like how any normal person would act in that situation. Versus when Michael in the original Space Jam, he kind of just went with it. He kind of just went with it.
His son was annoying. He needed his behind whoop.
Had to put his son in his place.
Right, boy. I spent all this money, and you never mind.
I like the ending. Though. Some people try to breed, breed the family, for success how they want it. And it may not necessarily be what the child wants, which is good. Right. I like that. And there was a nice little balance, Yeah, that was good. It was a nice little family movie.
Yeah, it was.
What else came out? Zack Snyder's Justice League.
For me, an absolute hit. Compared to the one that we got at the movies.
Yes.
Absolute hit.
Snyder cuts go crazy. Snyder cuts absolutely go crazy. It fixed everything.
I said Josh Whedon absolutely neutralized Cyborg. He was the heart of the film. I mean, what happened?
Zack Snyder was just like, yep, had to be. I don't know. I was just like, the only thing that still bothered me was the music that I heard every time Wonder Woman went into action. My wife Wonder Woman, by the way. I was just like, I don't need to hear this. Just give me the That's fine. Right. That's all I need. Don't give me the
Right.
Stop. This is not what I came to listen to.
Every time Wonder Woman in traffic, that same song.
It's like, no, stop. I love Martian Manhunter. And Superman and that black fit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But you know what? Personally, I will say this about Josh Whedon's Justice League. I liked that Superman and that version was finally the Superman that he's supposed to be. But the thing is, they didn't do 3 films for him to be that Superman in the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League. Like when he hears like the civilians and stuff like that. But yeah, the Superman in the Snyder cut, I mean, he's just coming back to life, so he's still getting readjusted to everything. So I like that too. But he's still healing. That's why he has to have the black suit on and stuff like that. But yeah,
that was dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I personally like the black suit better than the
Definitely.
the red, blue, and yellow.
And what's his name?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was the enemy's name in that movie?
It was Steppenwolf and Darkseid.
Darkseid
looked funny.
Yeah, he did.
We will use the old way.
Old way.
Okay,
right.
part 2. Okay.
No joke. But Steppenwolf, he owes any probably the worst debt of all time. That's worse than any child support payment ever. I mean, he owed 50,000 worlds. And then I think about it.
Hey, that one scene with the doctor locking himself in with the box, do you think he could have lived?
I think so, but I would have preferred that he lived, but they had to do some, and the stakes had to be high. But I guess he just made the decision to, I don't know, but that's sad though. Cyborg lost his mother and his father, but his father sacrificed himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did it to mark the box. Yeah.
I guess. I feel like he could have left the box up in there and went back out, but I'm just like,
that's what I was thinking.
Got a movie. Movie's
Right.
got a movie.
Don't die unless you have to.
That part. Another thing I didn't like about Zach's, and by the way, I did say it was a hit. Another thing I didn't like about the Justice League movie, and this is with both versions, I didn't like Flash. Flash
was he was very less annoying in the Zack Snyder cut. I actually liked him in this one versus the Snyder cut, like brunch. Like, what is that brunch? Like, I don't want to hear about that, man. That's not funny to me. It's a cave, the Bat Cave. Like, no.
Like, he was just too like Bart Allen. Wait, no, that's not Bart. That's Barry. That's Barry Allen. Barry Allen is supposed to be like the coolest of all the Flash. He's supposed to be like cool, quippy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Snarky.
Oh, okay.
But
okay,
he was just too. He was like Tom Holland Spider-Man. Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Tom Holland can get away with it because he's super young, getting into it. But Flash is an adult already. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
And then the running scenes with the Flash. You saw the television version of the Flash, right? Like how
I've seen clips. I've seen clips of it. But yeah.
Like this guy's like everything's going fast, but he's running like it don't look right. It don't look right at all.
His legs are all wide open and stuff like that.
Like everything's all flowing. I'm just like, no, this don't look right. It don't look right. No.
Exactly.
But yeah, everything else was great. Fight scenes, great. Steppenwolf, great. Yeah. How he massacred all the Amazons, great.
Oh yeah. That part was phenomenal.
Yes. Yes, and yes. What else? What other movies? Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. Yeah. Hit.
Yeah. Hit.
Ooh, yeah. The Suicide. That was a big step up from the first one. Big step up.
Definitely. They got James Gunn knows what he's doing, but what was hilarious, Viola Davis at the end, she went full Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
She went full Samuel Jackson at the end, but with the Suicide Squad, like it's got to be outrageous.
It's got to be, you know?
Yeah.
She can't be just and Viola Davis's character, she's a great, phenomenal actor, by the way.
Man, that was evil.
Amanda Walker.
Yeah.
She's supposed to have is two sides of her. So that whole thing was great. But I gotta say the standout acting in the film was from John Cena. Peacemaker? What?
Yeah.
That
yeah, John,
duality he had. Oh my god.
yeah, that was good, but I didn't expect the. I ain't gonna spoil it, but I didn't expect for him to, you know,
The plot
for
twist.
that to happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he is coming. But they got the show on HBO Max, so he ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
I can't wait to see that show. I mean, my wife says she pays attention to movies a lot. Like she watches it with a very objective lens because she's a movie critic, if you will. By the way, we're doing movie reactions to both trailers and movies after we watch them. So be on the lookout for those on this channel, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Definitely.
I liked it because he was able to be like Peacemaker was a total goof, like at the beginning of the movie. Total troll, right? And then near the end of the movie, I was just like he went to the other side so quickly, like he got dark really quick. And
he's the definition of like I'm gonna follow orders regardless, even if it's messed up. It's like I have to do it. Yeah, John Cena definitely he showed out. He was definitely good in it.
I honestly think that was his best role. I honestly think that was his best role. Shout out
it
to
is. Him. But I really loved I liked all the characters. I like Idris Elba was
Idris
really good.
Elba always knocks it out the park. Always.
Yeah, because I didn't know really too much about Bloodsport except that he shot a Superman with a kryptonite bullet, but yeah, I really enjoyed his portrayal.
He ain't the first. But
he's a black man. We're gonna give him his props.
Yes,
he
sir.
Put him in IC.
Yes, sir, we are. Ratcatcher was interesting. Ratcatcher 2, I should say.
I thought she was she was very good.
Sylvester Stallone as King Shark is just like Vin Diesel as Groot. It's permanent.
Exactly.
It's permanent.
Right. I'm just hungry.
Facts. All of his kills in the movie though, especially where he was just like tore that one dude. I was just like, they really went all out with the rated R rating. James Gunn took full advantage of that.
Yeah.
That whole scene with Bloodsport and Peacemaker when they're all up each other.
That was like the best. That was like one of the best parts of the whole movie.
Yeah,
them just showing out each
and
other's
the club
gear.
scene. Oh, that reminds me, Polka Dot Man. That.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, I actually like that. Like that was genius. Like it's like an infection kind of. Yeah.
And then when he sees his mother everywhere,
right? especially at the end,
he was just Bloodsport was just like that thing. That's your mother.
Right. And he literally sees it.
Yep, that was great. Of course, Harley had some great scenes too. What's that kind of his name? What's her name?
Why are names escaping us when it's time to be on the live? But
it's like
we know the names.
We know it, but then we have these brain farts.
We need a mediator. We need some help.
What's her name?
Robbie something. Margot Robbie. Yeah.
I guess it comes with getting older.
Yeah.
Because
she was good, but what's that name?
Exactly. That's how it feels. That is exactly how it feels.
Exactly. But yeah, she was good. But to be honest, I'm kind of getting the Harley Quinn fatigue but she was good in it.
Saturation.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed
this was the best Harley Quinn I've seen. I mean, of course she killed it. I didn't see Birds of Prey. I didn't want to see Birds of Prey. I wasn't interested in seeing Birds of Prey. So I went from this first Suicide Squad to this one. So
okay, it's on Max.
I don't know if I'm ready to see it yet. I don't know if I'm ready.
It's not like absolutely horrible. Like I can't get through this, but I just watched it just to watch it. But it ain't. I wouldn't take it seriously.
Gotcha.
That's how I put it.
It's like a side story in a video game. It's not part of the main plot. Got you.
Yeah.
Moving from DC to hold on, we got 2 minutes to our commercial break. when we get back, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about the future of the MCU. Of course, that means talking about all the shows that we've seen on Disney Plus. I haven't seen all of them, but I know for a fact, watched all of WandaVision. I still need to see Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then we absolutely have to discuss that Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Cause man. Hello, Peter. I was just oh my god, it's Dr. Octopus. Oh my god, it's from the Sam Raimi movies.
Right.
Multiverse confirmed. I remember when we all thought it was gonna be Wanda who causes all the destruction in multiverse. It ends up being Doctor Strange. We were all like, Doctor Strange movie is gonna be fixing everything that Loki and Scarlet Witch messed up, when he ends up being the one. That
I got an opinion about that.
That's hilarious.
I got an opinion about that, but when we come back.
Yes, sir. We're gonna go for our brief commercial break. We're just gonna share the screen and we'll be right back.
Right.
Hi, my name is Raiden Scott.
My name is Yasmin.
It's Jamari X. Allen. Go to the Homeschooling Society.
Go to the Homeschooling Society.
I attend the Homeschooling Society.
Greetings. My name is Sabbath Muhammad, founder, owner, and CEO of the Homeschooler Society, LLC. Here at the Homeschooler Society, we pride ourselves in bringing full and complete understanding to all of our students. Our method is simple, not moving on until the child fully understands. I do what I do as an educator because I remember when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school. I remember teachers and educators not showing as much care and patience as they could. This widespread way of teaching drives me to do what I do.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
By the way, if you all are interested in enrolling your children in the Homeschooler Society, visit the Homeschooler Society at the Homeschooler Society on IG. Also, you could message Sister Sabbath Muhammad at Sabbath Muhammad on IG. Also, I have merchandise. Now, the website is currently down. I'm in the middle of rebranding and whatnot since Kareem Talks is intellectual property of K the Creator. That will be me. So in the midst of doing other things, gaming and starting to get more into pop culture type things, it's not just a podcast anymore. So I'm in the middle of rebranding, but merch is still available. Just message me directly if you're interested in copying. Also, if you like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But no more self-brandizing, if that's the word. Back to the topic at hand. Now we are diving fully into the MCU. I feel like it's kind of went down since Infinity War. I haven't really been interested like that. The shows are good though, don't get me wrong. The shows are good, but they haven't really had anything to keep my interest. And Black Widow, mid. If they would have did it in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, wasn't really feeling it.
Right. It was a throw off.
Yeah, they should have did that around the same time as, I mean, I get it, they were probably filming it, but that should have been something immediately after Infinity War. I could have waited for Spider-Man, Far From Home. I could have waited for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then 2 back-to-back Spider-Man movies, that would have been great. I would have preferred that than having one Spider-Man movie, then Black Widow, and then another Spider-Man movie, which we'll get into in a moment. But I've only fully finished watching Wanda Vision, which was absolutely phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. I still haven't watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Loki, which I'm hearing everything. I mean, nothing but wonderful things about.
Woo!
I feel like I'm missing one.
That was it.
Oh, that's all. That's all 3. That's it.
Yeah, except the what ifs that I need to
And
see
the
those.
what
I haven't
if.
seen those yet.
What if
I haven't watched
like
those yet?
multiverse fan fiction stuff I'm hearing.
Yeah, right.
What could you tell me about without spoilers, if you can? What can you tell me about Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier without spoilers. You haven't seen like none of it?
I haven't seen squat diddly, bro.
Oh man, it's a very, very good, very well directed. I liked how they introduced the issue of medical apartheid when it comes to Black people. In that show, when it comes to the Super Soldier program, they introduced someone who went through that, and I like that they didn't try to whitewash it or water it down. They say, "Hey, like this is like a comic book universe." So when it comes to experimentation, yes, things like this did happen to us, and they don't shy away from that. And I really enjoyed that.
That's good.
And I enjoy what they are about to go into in the end.
Did Sam Wilson make a good replacement Captain America?
Definitely.
That's what I like to hear, because I was afraid, Falcon. I'm just like, y'all gonna make the sidekick Captain America now?
No. He's the guy, at least to me now. Especially the last episode, like he shows off his intellect. He gives a good hero speech. I mean, he just got to work on the fighting a little bit more. That's all I say. Just work on the combat.
That's good to know. I got to give that a watch.
But I'm not gonna spoil Falcon and Winter Soldier. But like after that 3rd episode, it's on and popping. Like
it's
all the
always
surprises
after the 3rd episode. It's always after the 3rd episode.
Right.
What about Loki?
You didn't see any of the spoilers for Loki?
I haven't seen any. I've seen like memes, so I can kind of piece together things, but I haven't seen Loki, like the show.
Oh, okay. Loki is for me, it started off kind of slow, but it picks up towards the end. But there's something. The next baddie is in it. They just give you a glimpse. Well, to me, whoever is the next big bad guy going forward in this universe that they're gonna do, I think that this person is gonna be the head of it. That's what I think. That's all I say. All I say is
I did hear that Kang the Conqueror is going to be the next guy they're going for now. And apparently he's worse than Thanos. I don't know much about him. My uncle could probably tell me more.
Right. The thing about Kang is there's more than he has like different clones or like variants of himself. So it's basically you have the person that's good that tries to help out as much as he can. I forget the other one, but then there's a third one who is the conqueror. Like I don't care. Like I'll do whatever it takes. I will show you what's going to happen to you. I will read it out to you, and then it's all going to happen. Like either way.
The confidence. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. What else? With them going in this new direction, when do you think we'll start seeing the Fantastic Four and the X-Men in the MCU?
Probably. I was hoping to be sooner, but right now I don't. Maybe not until 2025 or 2024.
So
like
basically,
that, I would.
after we get into the hereafter.
All right, if we got that much time, but
Oh,
I
man.
really I really would like to see
Mhm.
like that, like this galactic part, the galactic saga or cosmic saga or
Right.
whatever they go for, because at the end of Wanda Vision, you know, they doing all this with the scrolls and stuff like that. I was hoping that the Secret Invasion was going to be a movie, but I think it's going to be a show or something
instead.
like that. Yeah, but
I think
mean, either way,
I think that would be better, personally.
the show.
Yeah, I think it would be better as a show because, I mean, the Secret Invasion and Secret Wars was good. Don't get me wrong, but everyone knows one of the best comic book stories in all history, was Infinity War. It was and will forever be Infinity War. Nothing is topping that. So I think they're gonna keep that as a show, and then the Krang is probably gonna be the main villain focus.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, yeah, you know what? You're right. That probably would be best to do a show like that because there's so much that happens throughout that entire era. It would be hard to compact it down into at least one movie. But me personally, I don't know what the next Avengers movie will be. I don't know if they'll do the Young Avengers or the Dark Avengers, but I don't know. They may do something.
No, not the Dark Avengers, please. I don't
Avengers.
need to see. I don't need to see Norman Osborn in an Iron Man suit and as the war person. I don't need to see that. No. No, I don't dig it.
But yeah,
Speaking of Norman Osborn, can we talk about that No Way Home trailer? Man. I mean, everyone is marking out for
definitely
for Alfred Molina returning as Doc Ock, which is great and all.
Yeah.
But I know you heard that William Dafoe Green Goblin laugh.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, this is the first trailer, and I think when it comes to marketing, they want butts in seats at the theater. So I think either the second trailer or the third trailer that they do, they're going to have to show. They're going to have to show Toby. They're going to have to show Andrew. They're going to have to show Norman to get people in the seats at the theater.
If I see Toby and Andrew in there, I'm going to mark out.
Right. They're going to have to do the point.
My mind.
They need to. I hope they recreate the meme of them pointing at each other. Right. That'd be genius. Right.
I can't.
The thing is,
I would lose my mind.
Right. But I have a whole entire opinion about that. Of course, I'm excited to see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Right.
And I guess they have to do the multiverse this way with Doctor Strange. But me personally, I really do not like Spider-Man having these father figure types in these films, because now I guess Doctor Strange, I guess he may be the new Tony Stark when it comes to being the lead in these next films or being like the next big guy. Maybe.
I don't think he'll be a lead, but he'll be like an advisor type, since he basically has the key to the multiverse. Basically.
Yeah. But for me,
go ahead.
But for me personally, the way I just don't really like that him trying to have everybody erase the memory. Like the stakes would have been higher if they would have like left it like, no, everybody know he's Spider-Man, at least for now. But it would have been dope, like how they did in the comics, where Daredevil comes in and represents Peter in court. Like that would have been
I feel like
more serious.
What if we get what if that person in the office?
Yeah.
What if that was Matt Murdock? There's been theories.
Maybe
that
we'll
would be
see.
Crazy. And what if it's the one from the Netflix show?
Exactly. That would have been perfect.
Oh,
That would be perfect. See, the thing with these Spider-Man movies, like if this is the last one, when it comes to making money, they got to go all out. Get
you
Toby,
have to.
get Andrew, have them do
Pay
a big
that
fight
money.
scene.
I know Disney
Yeah.
got it. I know they got
Oh
it.
yeah, definitely.
Pay that
They
money.
probably right. They may do the like hell, throw the Sinister Six in there, but I guess that's what they're gonna do. It's gonna be like a pumping of
What if we get
nostalgia in this
Miles
movie.
in there?
Like as a cameo or something like that, or
A cameo or something.
yeah, I think that would be a great way to tease him as being the next guy. Like you take the reins or something like this. This is the multiverse of madness. Anything can happen.
Oh man,
So, hey.
this would be ooh-wee.
Because you got the multiverse of this, and then in Doctor Strange, the multiverse of madness. So
Because now he's
they
got to
going
go
in this
back and fix his
multiverse.
mistake.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to get Wanda to help him now that I think about it.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be in it.
Oh, that's going to be wild.
And
And I know.
And I think it's
Loki's gonna be
being being directed by Sam Raimi. I think, if I'm sure.
in it. Good
I'm not
God
sure.
Almighty, man. Oh, my goodness. Names I haven't heard
May
since
have
I
to
was a child.
Look that one up, but
This Spider-Man movie, it's either going to be really good or I'm going to be really disappointed.
right. I'm gonna say that good.
Because all this hype now, because I've already seen Doc Ock.
Right.
You've already showed me the Hobgoblin pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
And now I believe Jamie Foxx's Electro is going to be in there.
Yeah. He's coming back. Yeah, he's coming
Oh
back.
my goodness. Oh.
But the thing is, they may do some form of the Sinister Six in this movie, but I think that this trailer, they got to be doing some fake outs because when he says, "Hey Peter," I hope he's talking to Toby when he says that. Me personally, I hope he's not
that
talking
would be
to.
sick. That would be a nice callback.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man 2, I think in terms of best Spider-Man movies, it's I don't know what your list is, but my list is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's number one. I don't care if it's animated. Best Spider-Man movie ever. In second place is Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
And in third place, it's Far From Home. That's my
I can
list.
see. I can definitely see why.
Yes.
But Spider-Man 2 for me personally is the GOAT, especially it hits different when you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits different when you're older and you're going through stuff because that came out when I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, when I had the DVD, I used to skip through all the emotional parts. but like,
As
to
an
be
adult,
honest,
it
like,
hit different.
yeah. Like when he started losing his powers, I used to just skip to the part where he drops the glasses to get his powers back. But now, like watching it as a film, like it kind of gets me emotional a little bit, especially the scene where he tells Aunt May the truth of what happens. He would rather her hate him than rather hate herself for feeling guilty about what happened to Uncle Ben and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother review in itself. But it's just an amazing film. Like everything goes wrong for this dude in his life. Like his best friend gets drunk, starts slapping him. Mary Jane, he ain't getting no time, can't make it, loses his powers. He meets Doc Ock. Then the accident messes him up. But just an all-time perfect 10 for me.
Man. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 is definitely the magnum opus. It's one, the holy grail of the Spider-Man movies. Last thing, we're going to cover this briefly. How do you feel about this whole trend of remakes as far as movies are concerned? How do you feel about the recent trend of remade movies coming out, especially for Disney? Because we've seen Beauty and the Beast, we've seen The Lion King, we've seen Aladdin, and we know it's going to keep going.
Yeah, I enjoyed Aladdin, but the thing is, when it comes to these remakes, for me, movies aren't really hitting the same way like they used to. I don't know if it's from being overproduced or just having a whole bunch of heads in the room telling you what to do, but they are what they are. Like you got to get, like these companies got to make money, and Hollywood, when it comes to new ideas, unfortunately, I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing a lot of them. So
it's the same thing in the game industry, unfortunately.
yeah, it's just remake Central or make a different movie with the same title. For example, you had Halloween, had Candyman, but Halloween was good. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Candyman, enjoyed it, but I got to see it again. But I guess it's just like it is what it is. It's not something that
as long as it's good. As long as it's good.
Yeah.
Because I do think remakes, and this is like for everything, remakes and reboots and such, it's become the entertainment industry has become, and it's probably always been, it's just even more so now. There's always been a level of corporate politics to it.
Oh yeah.
But now it's even more blatant nowadays than it was back in the day. I watched this movie. I'm sure you've seen it. Bowfinger with Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy. I think that's
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Oh my God. When I tell you I had such a absolute disdain for Hollywood. Like I knew it was bad, but watching Bowfinger.
Tough watch.
It was tough. Eddie Murphy did his thing. Murphy did his thing though.
Today, I ain't mean to cut you off, but today when it comes to Hollywood and stars, like the stars of today, I'm just like, to be straight up, to be honest, they aren't the stars of today. They aren't building the stars to attract the people to the seats. Like they have stars.
Yeah.
Like you got Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, etc. Them in standalone movies, if you just see that name alone, it might catch your eye if you're a fan of them. But like back in the
not really.
Right. Because back in the day you had Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like those are like the supreme top. Today, it just isn't like that. It just isn't like that today. That's why they have to have all these stars come together and do these films. Like
that's
it's
right.
hard to
you do see a lot of them doing collabs and everything, because you have to have a star-studded cast in order for your movie to sell, because that's what it's about now. It's got to make that cheddar.
Exactly.
Well, this is great. This was absolutely great. We have 10 minutes remaining. Okay. Now I'm not gonna do closing thoughts just yet. When do you think we're going to see a rebooted Jeepers Creepers? Because I know that's your favorite movie, but I know there's controversy surrounding the guy who made it, I believe.
Right. So. But they're actually done filming Jeepers Creepers Reborn. That's the name of the new film. I've seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff about it. Victor Salva, the pervert, the one that was actually caught, he's out of the picture. He's not directing or writing this one, thank God.
Yeah.
But I think it's in post-production. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it personally, because I don't know who's doing the special effects. I don't know who's doing the it's not the same Creeper anymore. They got a new guy playing the Creeper. The Creeper looks different when it comes to the makeup. So I'm hoping that it's good. And
I know that it's your favorite series. I've seen multiple posts from you about it. So I know it's near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, one is good. One is the
One's a classic.
Yeah. Two is good too. 2 is very good, I would say. 3 was pretty much trash. I only liked the beginning, maybe like first 10 minutes of the movie was like the best part, but that's what happens when you get caught in the industry. Like they didn't give him no real budget for real, and the special effects were absolutely horrible. So with this Jeepers Creepers Reborn, that's the name of it. It's supposed to be coming out this year. It's supposed to be. So I'll just say we'll see. I'm not gonna say nothing until I see it, but I'm just nervous. I'm biting my nails. I'm just hoping it's good.
Yeah, the whole perverts in the industry. I think that's why That's why I don't know if you saw the reboot of iCarly, and it's
Yeah.
closing. We're closing this after that, but Sam is nowhere to be found, and that's when I started doing all the research on Dan Snyder.
Yeah,
and all of his madness.
Yeah, I mean, like that video I sent you a while back.
Yeah.
I watched some more videos, and when you look at it, it shows you, like what the messenger said, about them and us not being allowed in their civilization of societies, because we would literally drive them away. And it's like, when it comes to that, when I saw that Nickelodeon logo was a foot back in the day, that was like one of the, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. And the thing is, it's not, he's just one of the ones that's known.
Got caught. You don't know how many is still hidden.
Right. They're all behind the cameras. And like one of the somebody a long time ago in the cast talked about when her mom took her to one of the Nickelodeon casts, they will have the children take their shoes off and like show their feet and just talk about like being I mean, it's just horrible. Perverse. So I'm like these child stars, like what you see, what happens today, like them mentally breaking and things like that. We as people, we know, but we don't know what goes. Like we know what's happening. They getting passed around. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. But and then you got parents that sacrifice their children up to this industry for a paycheck. I mean, it's just terrible. But I'm glad that the girl who said Sam didn't come back. I mean, standing on your word means something today to me. So I mean, I have a lot of respect for her. I mean, it's just too much trauma to go back. I mean, hey,
facts.
Yeah.
This was a great conversation. We got 5 minutes left. Any closing comments that you'd like to say? Shout out to everyone who's been watching, and especially our wives.
Thank you. We got but I just wanted to say that you said you're going to do trailer reactions. That's going to do
trailer reactions and movie reactions. Yeah,
that's going to help. That's going to definitely help you grow in YouTube. But do it with sis too. If she's willing to, I think that would help too.
She's wanted to, so she brought it up to me, today actually.
Because people like seeing couples react to all kinds of different things. So I ain't gonna tell you I'm not telling you what to do. I was just saying.
No. I get that. You know, it's always just that worrying thing. You don't. I want it to be something genuine, and I don't want people. I want people to come. You know, for both of us to genuinely hear our reactions and not come because my wife looks good. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the internet is we know what the internet is.
We know what the internet is. You know. And
I'll say that.
You know. Because you know it's easier when you start, everything's all nice, and then you see the comments section and be like, we didn't come for you, we're savage. Just like well, exactly.
Well, that's everywhere. And but I would just say, as closing remarks, when it comes to wrestling, I'm really looking forward to seeing Bryan Danielson coming to All Elite Wrestling, and I'm really hoping that Bray signs on. If they get those two, they have what they need to go forward. They're already doing a very good job. And when it comes to popularity, people think that ratings, like, just have a good crew.
Numbers, no.
Right. Worry about the product first. Yeah. Yes. Worry about the product. Yeah. And then you can always expand later, because when you have a good product, people will come to you. You don't have to worry about doing all of these commercials and stuff like that. People will come to you, but when it comes to WWE, lastly, ain't nothing I can say. Vince is still the head honcho. He's getting up there in age. We saw him totally screw over Bianca Belair. A 10-second match.
Justice for Bianca. Justice.
Definitely. I got my pitchfork ready, and we saw what happened to Kofi with Brock Lesnar, and I don't see them making any new stars. Like, Okay,
afraid. Roman is the
right. Roman,
closest to it now.
yeah.
He's the closest.
Roman just defeated what's his name?
John Cena.
Yeah. Now Brock comes back, but I'm looking forward to what they'll do with that, just for the sake of Paul Heyman being the middleman, and that. So I'm just excited for that mostly, but I'm glad that Bobby Lashley is getting his due, because he started in '05. I've watched him since then, and I'm glad that Goldberg got the whooping put on him, and he didn't get he didn't get enough.
He took that man out and his son, his son. Show no remorse.
Right.
We love to see.
Yeah, but I'm just worried about things like that, because when it comes to viewership, people will watch the main big products for a second, but the viewership is dropping off when it comes to WWE. When it comes to like hardcore fans, of course, the children like it and watch these things, but Monday Night Raw for me is I can't watch it. I don't really have time to watch it.
Watchable. SmackDown is good. NXT is all right now. I'm afraid because they just changed the logo. It's a bunch of splattered rainbow paint now. It's no longer black and gold. So I'm just
what? They changed it?
They changed the logo. They changed it.
When you see that, it's over.
Oof.
It's unfortunately, I think
it's like when you have a favorite cereal and then they change the logo.
Yeah. I mean, like I just think it's I don't know.
We gonna see.
Yeah.
That's all you can say. We gonna see. Well, Trey,
yes,
it has been a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for coming on. Thank your wife for allowing me to have you on for these times, because wives, they want their time. They want their time.
Right. Yes, sir.
Thank you all for tuning in. As always, tune in next week when we have another hip-hop artist on my show with an album that may not come out until 2020. We don't know. This has been Kay, the creator of Kareem Talks, signing out. Peace.
All right.
See ya.